Hi guys, welcome back. And today I'm on my way to Los Baños to have my oil change. Medyo malayo-layo nga pupuntahan ko para lang magpa-oil change. As you can see, I'm coming from Makati. But I'm actually going to Los Baños because I ordered my oil through Skunkworks. Skunkworks is where I got my Screaming Banshee na horn, the one I put in my Ducati and my Vespa. And I actually ordered the oil online and they were supposed to deliver it, but I decided to just drive out since I wanted to take the bike out na rin and go and pick it up. Nung nalaman nila that I was going to pick it up there, sabi nila, sige, just bring the bike and then we'll just change your oil for you here. So, yun na yung ginawa ko. Kasi initially, I just planned to get the oil and change the oil by myself sa bahay since it's a very simple process. Plus, I have an oil filter pa dito sa house. The oil I ordered is Amsoil. Specifically, it's the fully synthetic for dirt 10W40. My decision to go with the Amsoil was based on my own research. I do tend to get very geeky when I'm trying to buy anything, whether it be for my motorcycle, whether it be for my car, for photography. I do love the researching that I do. When I read reviews, I actually really enjoy doing that. And one of the forum that I visit regularly, which is specifically for the Hyperstrada and the Hypermotards, and this brand of oil is the most highly recommended. They even showed mga data from people who did the independent test, and Amsoil was always rated as number one. Now, they even have data showing how anti-foaming the Amsoil is. So, as you know, when oil are put into high stress, there's a tendency for bad oil to foam. And this foaming is what can create added stress to the engine. But Amsoil is one of the very few that really doesn't foam at all. Now, the Amsoil price-wise is actually not that expensive if you compare it to the other premium brands of motor oil for motorcycles that are also fully synthetic. I know there's always going to be cheaper oils, but if you actually have a big bike with a high performance engine, oil is one of those things that you don't want to be skimping on. Now, the thing with motorcycle oil is compared to like a car, the transmission, the clutch, and the engine all share the same oil. That is why oil made for motorcycle is very different from oil made for cars because of the fact that in majority of motorcycles, geared motorcycles, you are going to be using the same oil for your transmission. So a car engine oil is not designed for transmission. So make sure you use motorcycle specific oil on your motorcycles. Oh, biglang umulan. But in case you haven't noticed, uh, pumayat ako. If you see here, I've lost actually 8 kilos within the last month. I'll post my picture using the same jacket just from a few months ago. Now, I just recently had COVID mga few months ago. And after COVID, I felt like I wasn't recovering as well. Parang madalas akong hingalin. kahit na yung mga light na physical activity, hinihingal ako. So, I went to had my checkup done. So, they check my heart, they check my lungs. Buti naman, both of them are good. But what they found was my blood sugar. Remember, I am also diabetic. My blood sugar was way out of control. So, ayun, I visited my endo. Ayun, so sabi nga niya, I need to, so he first fixed my medicine, and then I had to cut down on food. And so that's what I did. I'm back to eating a lot better, a lot cleaner. So parang kung sa engine we change oil. Ito naman sa akin is we change the lifestyle both to prolong life. Well, inabutan ako ng ulan. Well, at least ngayon medyo umara na. But I stopped now na lang dito sa Petron. This is a new Petron. KM44 southbound. And, di ba, I was talking about how I now eat much healthier. So I went to treats. And usually, I will go around to find what is the healthiest for me to eat. Kasi yun nga, bawal na tayo to eat anything. They had fried chicken, they had rice, cup noodles, so lahat yun, bawal na. Since now I no longer drink Coke Zero, or any soft drinks, of course, I need to have my water, a can of tuna, and for my carbs, mahirap pa rin walang carbs, I cannot have one piece of pandesal. So that's going to be my lunch. Compare that previously, this is maybe a snack or a merienda, but this is now my lunch. So hindi naman ako nagugutom. Actually, this is a lot of food. I just need to, when I stop eating a lot of sweets, that's how our body works. Kasi when we eat a lot of sweets, tendency our sugar goes up. If the sugar goes up very quick, the sugar will also crash very quick. Once the sugar crashes very quick, that's where your body is asking for more sugar kasi nagka-crash ka. That's the bad thing about eating bad carbs or mga sweet na food. Remember, yung mga chippy, yung mga Doritos, no, potato chips, yes, they are salty, but they are made of corn, they are made of potatoes, so they are really starch, which is our body converts to sugar. So kaya mataas ang sugar content nun, kahit na hindi mo nalalasahan yung tamis. Same thing with white rice. That's why you don't want to be eating white rice without anything to slow down its breakdown, which is vegetables for fiber, protein, no? So kung rice and pancit, carbs on carbs, your sugar is going to go up and it's going to crash really quick. So, pero, hindi naman pwede, like for me, since I exercise, and I cannot survive without carbs. It's just a matter of choosing how much I intake, and I choose what carbs to eat. Okay, I'm gonna eat my lunch now, and then after this, I'm gonna proceed to Los Baños. See you guys later. So I'm finally back in Manila from my change oil in Los Baños. So as you can see from the video that I posted during the change oil, I went with the Amsoil 10W40 fully synthetic for dirt bike. Now, you might be wondering why I went with the dirt bike. My mentality here is dirt bikes are usually ridden hard, they rev really high, and so if it's good enough for a dirt bike, it should be good enough for my street bike. Medyo grabe rin ang mga punishment these enduro and dirt bikes take. So I'm pretty sure that the oil that they use uh, is very crucial. So kung pasado siya sa dirt bike, obviously it's going to work for also my street bike. The other option I was looking at was the V-Twin, pero I have a feeling the V-Twin oil of Amsoil is designed for the low revving, air-cooled, yung mga big cruisers. So I think this is the best oil for me, for this Ducati, is the dirt bike. Now, they only had the 10W40, but this is still within the specs of the Ducati oil, because you can use from 10W40 to 20W50. And so right now I'm going with the 10W40, but I already told Skunk Works as soon as they have the 20W50 na dirt bike, to please reserve me 3 quarts, because like this change oil we use 3 quarts. So far I drove all the way from Los Baños to now I'm somewhere in Bicutan. So I've been riding for over an hour and I've been monitoring the temperature. It has not gone past 95, which is very unusual, because dati with or without traffic, my bike is going to hit 100 in temperature. Ngayon I'm only in 92. Traffic is moderate. I'm running only 60 now. So medyo looks like it's definitely doing what I want it to do, which is to lower my engine temperature. At isa pa na napansin ko, when I shift gear, I don't know if the audio is going to pick it up compared to before. Dati, pag nag-shift ako ng gear, talaga marinig mo yung plug, plug. Malakas yung shifting. This one is smoother and quieter. So yun nga yung sinasabi ko, the difference between car and motorcycle is, for motorcycles, we use the same oil for our engine and for our transmission. So kung maganda yung oil, it will be beneficial not just for the engine but also for the transmission. Ito, feel ko na it shifts smoother. Less na yung thump na naririnig mo when you shift. And so far the engine temperature is doing good. Let's see, this is a little bit, we're now slow moving. On my way to Los Baños kanina, slow moving, my temperature was 103, 104. So let's see now kung anong aabutin itong temperature of after changing with Amsoil. So I looked around sa Skunk Works garage. Skunk Works is actually more known for making custom parts, custom rigs, custom na mga parts for not just for your big bikes but also for 4x4s. So yun, yung mga skid plates, bumper, they actually fabricate a lot of those in-house. They have a nice computer assisted plasma cutter. So talaga ang ganda ng shop nila. It made me think nga kung should I put some guards for this, yung engine guard. Sabi kasi I was talking to the makers doon sa they can fabricate
an engine guard for this. So ang maganda doon, if this one has an engine guard, it will help in case mahulog yung bike mo. It protects not just the bike but also the engine. Not just the engine wala, but also the fairings. So yun, iniisip ko if I should have it customized also there. So I checked the temperature. There's a slow moving. Hanggang 100, hindi nag 101. So hopefully talagang makakatulong itong Amsoil. Uh, but after using again for maybe a long ride, I will try to give another review to this. But for now, initial impression, this is actually looking really good. Stuck in traffic. Temperature 101, tapos bababa ulit ng 100. This would have been very different on my last, before I changed oil. Ganito, hindi ako gumagalaw for at least 3 to 4 minutes. Akit na to ng 103, 104. Now, I went up to 101. Tapos now, baba na siya sa 100 kaagad, no? Wow. This looks like a really good oil. So, guys, thank you. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. I'll see you. Bye.